What is HTML? That is the question on everybody's mind. Well, HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. So let's talk about hypertext. Hypertext is non-linear. That is really the defining difference between text and hypertext. So text is linear, meaning that if you're going to read a paper, you wouldn't start reading at paragraph 9, then read paragraph 3, then 5, then 1. You would usually read it from start to finish, assuming that you read the whole paper. But hypertext is non-linear, meaning that you don't have to read it in the order the author presents it. You can read it any way you want. And this is accomplished through hyperlinks. So we've all read a blog post and seen a link inside that blog post and clicked on it and gone to either another blog post or a completely different website. That is hypertext. The reader is free to click on a link or not click on a link. The reader can choose what order they read. As a matter of fact, if you've ever read a Choose Your Own Adventure book, that meets the definition of hypertext, allowing the reader to choose their own path. It's non-linear. Of course, the author of a blog post has some control over whether the reader leaves their page or not. For example, if you don't want them to leave your blog post, don't put links in the blog post to other websites or other blog posts. That's one way, but they can still click on other links throughout the website and go other places. So that's what hypertext is. Now, how about markup languages? What is a markup language? Well, for one, it is not a programming language. A programming language is used to do things like take inputs and give an output. So for example, it might say 2 + 2 = 4. In HTML, we use it more to tell the computer how to manipulate text. So a markup language is like a set of instructions for the computer. So we're giving it text and telling it how to mark it up. So for example, we might give it text and tell it to be big, or we might give it text and tell it to be an image or a link. This can be done with HTML. You can do a lot of marking up with HTML, and it is very foundational for creating a website. So with that brief introduction to HTML, I am very excited, and I hope you are too. So let's get started.